Okay, hello and welcome to a brand new video on Cisco's Adventure RPG Ultimate Edition. So, in this episode, we're going to be spending the next 300 days farming dungeons in order to get ourselves the beautiful Ring of Flight, which we've been working for a while. Now, we are 15,000 out of 50,000, so 30% of the way through. And this video is sponsored by our beautiful channel sponsor, Berry Bite. Make sure to check out the top link in the description to get a good discount on getting yourself a server to play with your friends or other people if you want to. And overall, they're just very helpful, and I am very appreciative to them for sponsoring the channel. So, honestly, I don't know how much of the first couple hundred days you're really going to see, because we're just going to do the same thing we've been doing, which is going out really far into the world and exploring dungeons in order to get ourselves a ton more of those Cisco's coins, because that's what we need to trade in for the actual ring. And the reason why we're doing that before fighting the Ender Dragon is because I felt like it. And now I know this is a bad idea, because it's going to take us way too long, but I think it's funny, so we're going to do it. And so for that, I guess we got to go find a dungeon first? Ah, dang it, I thought that was a dungeon, but I guess it's just one of the battle tower things that we don't actually want, because they look like dungeons, but they're not dungeons. We're looking for very specific structures right now, because they're very dungeon-like. And I probably should not go the same path that I've been going, but I think I just did that inadvertently, so I think we're going to instead go down south and see what we can find down here, because ultimately we are far enough away, and the reason why we're going super far away for all of this is so that we can proc a very specific item in here, known as the Adventurer Kit, that will increase our beautiful amount of loot, so that we are guaranteed to get 5 champion loot bags whenever we find a single champion loot bag. And the reason why we want to do that is because the champion loot bags are how we get the Cisco's coins, and otherwise it's going to take us 18,000 years to get all the champion coins, because holy moly, it is just difficult to get anything around here, but that's what we're going to keep on keeping on, just so we can actually achieve our goal before we go to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon, because I really want to do just stupid things, and that's kind of the whole point. So I'll see you guys when we find a dungeon. Oh, dungeon, we found dungeon, perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. So now all we got to do is, of course, you break into the dungeon, because you never want to go in through the normal doorway, because it's usually buried. Also, apparently I can't jump. And then, of course, you come over to the corner of the stairs, and you just dig straight down, and now you're in the dungeon. And now all we have to do... I probably should have sorted out my inventory. I forgot to do that. But now all we got to do is find ourselves a couple chests, and hopefully find ourselves some champion coins, or champion loot bags. But we're a little too fast right now, which means I should probably figure out how to stop myself from being so fast, because honestly it's a little bit uncontrollable, but it's fine. We'll just crouch. And now all we gotta do... Okay, there's no chests over here. But I guess that does give us the perfect opportunity to talk about the channel sponsor, Berry Bite. They are just a server hosting provider that will provide you with a server for a good cost. Like, they're not super expensive. They're relatively helpful as well. They've got great service, and overall, I just think that they're great people, and they're willing to sponsor the channel. So go check them out in the top link in the description. I do have a code. Use code NobleCactus. For I don't remember the percentage off. I think there's multiple different codes for depending on what you want to combo, but that'll be in the description as well. So make sure to use that. And make sure that you just get to enjoy that and enjoy overall, you know, being able to get a good quality server for a good price. Because it is actually quite difficult to find a good server hosting provider that's not going to try and rip you off. And thankfully, even in today's economy, they're not going to rip you off. So I'm really appreciative to them. And in addition, oh, I guess we're on peaceful mode because I was doing thumbnails. which makes sense why things weren't spawning. But overall, you know, an additional thing, so we got some champion coins. Now, that's a little suboptimal because it's only 9, and we need, what was it, 15, or we have 15 out of 50,000, but that's what we're looking for. 5 champion loot bags. So now we got those, and now we're essentially just going to do that for the next, probably 200 more days, because I think it's going to take that long for us to get as many as we need. And now you guys aren't really going to want to see that, so I'll probably cut around for the most part unless we get it early. So I will likely see you then. However, what I will say is make sure to become a YouTube member if you really like the content and want to see it early, because if you are a YouTube member, you get to see my videos as soon as I finish making them, essentially, which usually is around a week to a month in advance, and that's, you just get to see my videos early for $1 a month. So overall, if it's worth it to you, then become a YouTube member, and I really appreciate all the YouTube members. At a specific tier, which is more than the $1 a month, then you get your name at the end of the videos, and everyone who's in there, I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for continuing to support me in my journey to do stupid things in Minecraft perpetually forever as a potential career. Like, genuinely, I couldn't do this without you guys, so thank you so much. And I guess what we'll have to do is just keep on grinding for a little bit, because this is definitely going to take a while. Well, I don't know exactly if this is going to be enough champion coins, but we're going to give it a try, and we're going to see if it actually is. So I think first things first, what we should do is we should deposit the champion coins we have in here. Where is it? Cisco's wares. We go here, we go Ring of Flight, and we deposit all of them. And we deposit all of them. Now we're at 17.2k. And now we got to go through, I think I've got over 1,000 champion loot bags. So we're going to go through all of them. We're going to see how many champion coins we have at the end of that. Now, I don't know exactly, but if we get 92 for every 5, that's a what? Brain turn on. That's 40. That's a lot. 9 per? No, 18 per. I'm stupid. But essentially, that's a lot. And if we get 18 per, I think 1,000, we might get close, but not quite yet. I mean, it'll take some time, but we just gotta get through all these loot bags. It'll be fine. Definitely won't take multiple in-game days. Definitely won't take multiple in-game days. Okay, well, it looks like we did not get nearly as many champion coins as I would have hoped. It looks like we only got like 15k, which means we're not even going to be close to what we need, which is kind of insane, thinking that we need quite a few more. But, you know, let's see, are we at least halfway there? Okay, we're at least halfway there. We're almost to 30k. Okay, we're at 31k, so I need 19k more, which, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go run even more dungeons. I've been doing... By the way, I want you to know, I can't sleep in this mod pack because I'm wearing a ring that makes it so I can't sleep. So essentially, I've been running around sleeplessly for days on end in the mod pack, and this video I've been working on already for more than 2 weeks now, because 100 days in this mod pack is like it's a lot of time. I don't remember exactly how many days or hours it is, but like this is most of what I've been working on while I work on other videos. It's like I keep this on and just work on trying to loot as many dungeons as possible, and it has been such a crazy thing. But I guess we're gonna be spending the first 200 days trying to get the stupid ring of, like, okay, whatever. Okay, you know what, Rhinoceros, you look mean at me. Whatever, you die now. Okay, well, it is now day 383, and we now have enough champion coins to actually be able to get the ring, so we can finally get started on the actual part of this mod pack. Hopefully, right? Because, of course, you never know. But the one thing we gotta make sure that we do bring into the end when we go is we gotta make sure that we actually fully acquire ourselves. Wait, did I get enough? I think I did. Yeah, I definitely did. But the thing we gotta make sure that we do is, why is my brain just fried right now? It's probably because I've been doing this for literally, this is the 3rd week of recording this video already, and it feels like it has been an eternity, but we now have all of them done. Now what we should be able to do is, I need more gem dust, of course. Gem dust should be in here, perfection. And now we've got you, and now we can get our ring. Now I am thinking that we're gonna re-roll that because that's not super great. Plus some luck. Spell power. See, we don't really need spell power. Protection pierce is okay. We'll go you, and then we'll recheck it. More cold damage, a little more mana regen, some more health. I think resilience and stealth, and some extra XP gains. Probably what we're gonna end up going with. And now all we gotta do is we scroll down, and we are going to replace our current, health and armor, speed. Yeah, I think speed. We'll take off our speed ring. And that should be good enough for now. Now, what we should do is we should go to the end now, but for that we actually need all of the different end eyes. So we've got a couple of them, but out of all of them at end remastered, we need a bunch more, and we need a total of 12 of all of these for it to work, I think. Because I don't think we can use the default eyes vendor, although I should probably check. Yeah, so if we warp over here, it does have nothing in any of these frames, so I'm assuming that it does actually want us to use these eyes in particular. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, they do all have to be different, so we're gonna have to find ourselves a black eye, which is a pirate one. Cold eye, which is in a pyramid. Corrupted eye, I don't know if we can make any of these. Undead eye, we can. Wait, can we make most of these? Not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. Not the rogue eye. Wait, we can make the rogue eye. What about the cursed eye? Nope. Evil eye, guardian eye, magical eye, wither eye. So I guess what we'll have to do is, first off, we'll have to go into the end and we'll have to fight a wither, then we'll have to fight a guardian and find an evoker. Well, I've decided the first course of action is to go to find a woodland mansion to get that evoker. So, there's one 2,000 blocks away from where we're at right now, which is like 10,000 blocks away from where we were originally. Of course, in the future, we are going to need to make a house, but for now, it's just going to take a little time for us to get all the way over to it, which is the perfect time for me to tell you guys about our other channel sponsor, Gear Up. Gear Up is a software that helps you get the lowest ping that you can have, and as someone who plays both Overwatch, Valorant, Marvel Rivals, and most FPS games that I've ever played at a fairly high level. I mean, I'm Ascendant to Immortal ranked in Valorant and other stuff. I personally use Gear Up because it helps me, because currently I'm playing on Powerline, which is a Wi-Fi routing system that uses your power, and unfortunately, it is actually kind of laggy. But thanks to Gear Up, I'm able to reduce my ping as much as it possibly can be, which is incredibly helpful during those precise gunfights. And so I thank them for sponsoring, and if you want to support the channel, then you can go check them out in the description in the second link below. And thanks to them for sponsoring the channel. Okay, we should be coming up on the Woodland Mansion any second now. There it is. Perfection, perfection. Hello, Woodland Mansion. Of course, we're just gonna kind of break in real quick. Hello, chicken. And now all we gotta do is find ourselves an evoker. which honestly shouldn't be too difficult once things start spawning, which has actually been an issue because of how fast we move, especially on the ground, is that things don't want to spawn in, which has been a little weird, but thankfully it doesn't seem to be too big of a deal right now. And it does look like there's... okay, that's just more of you guys. Okay, whatever. Where's an evoker? Because that's kind of what I need. I need y'all to be evoking yo stuff. Like, evoke it, please. Where are the evoker? Okay, well, this spawned in, like, the worst place it could have, but whatever. I guess we'll just wait for an evoker to spawn. there's a whatever the heck this is. An Illager Tower. I don't know what the name for it is. But they have the Corrupted Eye, which I didn't have yet, which is dope. So we at least have that now, which is one of the eyes that we needed. Was that the eye we needed? No, the magical eye is the one we need. But where are... there's a Starbuncle on the ground. I don't really need pillagers, I'm sorry. But you're kind of useless to me. There's a huntsman and an assassin over here. Oh, those are moth types. Wait, no, that's not a moth type. What is that? Is that something that's over here? Huntsman and assassin. Are you guys... what am I even looking at? Okay, well, I guess we just gotta get one of the guys to spawn that's the right guy. I don't even know. This is being difficult. We'll have to figure it out, but hopefully we can get it solved soon, because otherwise this is going to be a little bit annoying. Oh, okay, we did one spawned, and did we get it? It does not look like we got it. We did get the Grimoire of Evocation, which is cool, but it doesn't look like we got the eye that we wanted, which is a real bummer, and it doesn't look like any more of these guys are wanting to spawn. Can we try it, please? Will one more of you guys just spawn for me? Because this is really annoying. I'm not a fan of waiting for these guys to spawn. Supposedly we can also find it in the chests in here, but I'm not really seeing any chests, and I don't remember where the Woodland Mansion chests are. I'm gonna be honest, I just honestly don't play that much of this version of Minecraft, or even look at Woodland Mansions, so I don't quite know what we're doing, but maybe we can find some chests and maybe it'll be in one of them. I really just don't know, though. This is a little bit difficult, but we'll make it work. I believe in me. Mostly because I just don't give up, and I'm just gonna keep recording this because this video's already been when it worked for multiple weeks, and I'm going a little bit crazy, but it's okay. At least we don't have to worry about the curse anymore, because we're just that OP. Partially because I may have changed some of the rules, but it's still the way that it is. Anyway, let's try and find these stupid chests. Chest in here? Nope, of course not. What about over here? Nope. And that was the broken place. This is a... okay, cool. That's great. That's fantastic. I definitely know what just happened. There's a fake door there. There's a chest here with nothing that we need in it. Okay, what about you? Are you anything special, or are you just a facade? That's just a facade. There might be something behind the nose, though. You never know. You always gotta check. Noses can be powerful. I'm not gonna make that joke, but if you know, you know. Zzz. Anyway, chests. Are there any chests that actually are gonna have anything in them? Nope, of course not. Why would they? Great, hooray. Well, that was a dud. I guess we gotta try and find more of the dudes, or we gotta go find the other eyes, which is gonna be even more annoying. Well, now we're on our way to an igloo, because there's literally nothing else we can do, which is fantastic. I love it. This is great. You love to see it. And now we go. We need to get ourselves the cold eye, which is 70% chance found in igloo chests. So hopefully we can get one, because otherwise I might go a little crazy. Apparently there's a village here, so we just started a raid, which is great. Yeah, this is such a big village, such a massive village. Maybe there'll be some evokers, though, so maybe we can farm them. You never know, right? Like, come on now. There's a, whatever the heck that guy was, there's a What the heck are you? I just tabbed out. What about you? You're Creeper? You're you. Creepy Crawly? There's Creeper dudes? Creepies? Okay. Was that all of them? I don't even know. No, that was all of the... Okay, that was all of that part of the raid. That's cool. What about the rest of it, though? Where did they spawn? Oh, they spawn on the other side. Can we get some evokers, please? Mr. Evoker, that would be fantastic. I would love to see an evoker. It's a necromancer. Could you please just not? Like, it's not worth it. Y'all just some goofy old mans, and it's just not worth it for you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Wait, did you fall in powdered snow? Did that guy fall in powdered snow? Oh, Okay, well, we got a bunch of stuff in there. Where did he go? Where are you? He definitely fell in powdered snow. Yep. That's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, you're a little stupid. But at least it's kind of funny, so we're gonna let it slide for now. Splash, Aria bottles, cool, hooray, I don't care about you. Where's the raid gonna spawn? Please give me some dudes I can actually work with, or not, you know, that's fine too. Electromancer, we got Clash Royale up in here, whatever the heck you are. What is going on? I can't see. Can y'all, like, stop this? There we go. It's just not worth it for you. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Salvager? Was that it for that? What the... Okay. Dire Wolves, and then we've got an Enderman dude that's Latasha the Wimpy. Okay, let's get away from you. Whatever the heck is gonna happen, I don't want to deal with that. Looks like it might explode, so we're gonna kind of ignore that. And I guess we found this, so I don't really need to worry about anything else. So we're just gonna... Oh, wrong block, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. Chest. Perfect. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. The Cold Eye. So now we have 2 more, which puts us to 6 out of 12. We're halfway there. By literally half of the way. Fantastic. Ooh, wait, I completely forgot. We can use the compass to detect buried treasure. So we may end up being able to get ourselves the black eye, which is the black pearl eye. We might be able to get one. Now, it is a 30% chance, so, but I don't know if it's, if you can get it increased by luck and stuff, but if we can, then we should almost have it guaranteed because of our luck level. Now, it's probably going to be just directly down here, so we're going to have to dig a little, but actually not even that much, to be honest. That was actually really easy. And we got one. We got it immediately off rip, and we got 2 Heart of the Sea, which, you know what, Heart of the Sea, not always super easy to get, so I'm happy that we got some. But we got the black eye. Now next is, I mean, we could go for the magical eye again. We could go for the wither. And I think the wither's probably the best bet. I know we have enough stuff to fight it, so let's go gather all that up and go fight the wither. Okay, now, I don't know where I want to do this. I do want to do it away from Wolfie the Sunbird, because that just seems like an annoying thing to deal with at the same time. But what I think we should do is I think we go you, and then we go boop, boop, boop. And you spawn your first wither. Be aware that every wither other than that... Okay, the wither's flying. Rare withering wither of fatigue. Great. Can I... Oh, that wasn't too difficult. We got the wither treasure bag as well. There's wither skeletons that got spawned by the wither, so I guess we could technically farm the wither for more wither stuff. We got nefarious essence. We got 8 nether stars, which is crazy. Well, that's cool. Okay, cool. What did we get from you? More wither skeleton skulls, some other stuff too. You know what? Not anything too crazy, but a fair, healthy little haul there. Okay, well, now what we're gonna be doing is fighting an Elder Guardian, and the way that we gotta do this is a little bit persnickety, because we do not have water breathing, which I might want to actually get first, because otherwise it's gonna be really difficult and annoying. Well, I apparently had a ring of water breathing most of this whole time, so I did a bit of searching and then I had to just TP back here because we found it quickly. But how do I even get in here to fight the Elder Guardian? Because it should be just up there, right? And I can't break any blocks because we're in like adventure mode essentially. So I guess we gotta just go this way. I don't think there's... Okay, cool, we got a trident. That's so dope. You'll love to see it when you get a trident. Tridents are so cool, aren't they? Oh, and there's a conduit here. Great, great, cool. Now, what about potentially getting, you know... I need to find my way to the Elder Guard. How the heck am I gonna get to the Elder Guardian here? Is that a potion of... water breathing? Oh, it is. Well, I guess I could have just come in here and I would have been fine, but it's fine, whatever, it's not a big deal. Elder Guardian? Yo, little baby guardians, stop it. It's not worth your life. Trust me, it's just not. Like, it's not worth even trying to zap me, so please stop. It pains me to have to eliminate so many of your people. You know? Like, just stop. It's not worth it. Also, why are there those bubble columns if there's nothing to go up or down with them? Wait, there's a gap in here? Oh, it's just nothing. Okay, cool. Hooray. Where the heck am I going? I need to go up. Is there an up way here? There is. Okay, cool. There's nothing in here. Is there an Elder Guardian somewhere in here? It looks like it's this way. Which would indicate... There's an Elder Guardian here. Okay. It's got a lot of health. But thankfully, I am superior. Because I have the sword that does not care. You can do nothing about this, Elder Guardian, even though you are cloaking, even though you have many other things. We got the Guardian Eye as well, and an Elder Guardian loot bag, and we got the Heart of the Guardian, Elder Guardian spikes, Shalasha, dice, cool, great, hooray. Wet sponges. Okay, cool. What do we even get from a Guardian loot bag? Oh, just some Nautilus shells. Okay, that's fine, whatever. What's the next one that we gotta go find? The Witch Eye? Which we need a witch pupil for, or we could go to find one in a bastion remnant. Okay. Okay, well, I guess it's our first real expedition into the Nether, so we might as well come in here. And we only need 3 more eyes, which is not too terrible, but first off, let's find ourselves a bastion remnant. Oh, great, there's one only 300 blocks away. Fantabulous, fantabulous. Is there an easy way to get there? It does look like that to be the case, yes, potentially. Hooray, hooray. Yes, exactly. We shall go over to the bastion. And then what we are going to do is we are going to loot them, because it is a 50% chance for it to be in the bastion chests. Now, it does look like the bastion is right here, which is fantabulous. So, of course, what we're going to do is we check in there. Of course, we do have a fire-resistant ring now, which I was able to find. Okay, they're being... It's locked by the Pigmaster dude, whatever. Cool, Pigmaster General. Cursed armor, great, great, great. Okay, what about, was that all the, I think that's all the chests that are in there, unfortunately, which kinda sucks. Because that wasn't even that much loot, but maybe we can find another one relatively easily. I also don't know if we need to find any other ones. We can buy one from a master level cleric. Or we need to go get ourselves a couple other things. I think we'll just go find another bastion. That'll be quicker than anything else. Okay, what the heck is even this? Maybe we'll get the eye that we wanted from here? I don't need Vindicators. I need other dudes, but potentially if these count as mansion chests, that would be great, although I don't think they will. There's a Vex spawner, because of course there is. Vexes are so great. I love Vexes. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm such a big fan of Vexes that I think they should never have existed. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I have the same feeling about Silverfish, so I mean, take my opinions with a grain of salt there, but if you guys agree with me, leave your comments down below, because Vexes are atrocious, and they suck, and they should never existed. Anyway, it does look like there is another fortress here that did kind of get squished by whatever that was, so maybe we'll find something here. Although I highly doubt it. Wait, that's, one of the staffs from Iron Spells and Spellbooks. I don't know if that's super useful. That's also a very important late-game shield, which is crazy that it's just spawning in here, but I mean, to be fair, we are quite late-game already. But I would love to find another bastion. Is there a bastion closer than 500 blocks? Probably not, so we gotta go a little bit farther. Perfect, there's one quite close indeed. 200 blocks, just this direction, yes. Some beautiful magma cubes, and we've got ourselves... What the heck is that? Are we about to fight another boss at the same time? Ow. Okay, well, you guys are not ideal. Okay, what the heck? Is it... Do they need to be a specific kind of bastion chest? Does it need to be like the bastion treasure chests? Because I don't know where those are. Oh well, whatever. We're just gonna ignore that and we're gonna check out whatever the heck this is. What are you? Pocket Edition Alpha. Loot a nether reactor. Is that what this is supposed to be? I remember, because Pocket Edition was a big part of my life, because I was playing only on a Mac until Pocket Edition. And I remember that it's just, like, amazing. Okay, well, whatever. Is there anything cool in here? Not really. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna ignore that. I guess find another bastion, because this isn't the right kind of bastion. I don't even know. Apparently it needs to be a specific kind of bastion for it to have the right kind of chests. Or maybe I'm just getting really unlucky. I don't know. I think it needs to be a treasure bastion, which is unfortunate. What the heck even is this structure, though? What are you? Where am I? What is this? What is this structure even supposed to be? I don't know, but it's like a wither structure, I guess. That's kind of cool, to be honest with you, but a little bit confusing because it doesn't give you any notification of what the heck it is when you jump onto it, but fair enough. Fair enough. It does look like they're quite common, though, which is, I mean, not terrible, but maybe we can get Bastion Remnant. Does this count as a Bastion Remnant? Because I know there's chests and stuff in here. I just don't know if there's Bastion loot. like Bastion-specific loot in here. Withered Tome, I don't need you. But I will just check out if there's anything cool down here. Forbidden Fruit. Any form of regen has an 80% weaker effect. That's kind of crazy. Okay. What about you? Nothing. Okay, what about... Why can't I... There we go. That was confusing to me. It wasn't letting me fall. Anyway, is there anything else? I think this is the bottom level, which I don't know if there's going to be anything worth it down here, so maybe we just skedaddle on out. Nope, it wasn't the bottom level quite yet. There's another dude, though, protecting it. And literally nothing. Okay, that's not too bad, though. 2 netherite, we got an auric darkest scroll of the spell wart, and a blazing core, which I think blazing core... Those 2 things are, I know, useful for stuff in Enigmatic Legacy. I just don't know what they're useful for, because I don't really know too much about Enigmatic Legacy, but it is kind of cool. I do know neutral mobs are aggroed on us, which is a pain, so we're just going to try and skedaddle, skadoodle a little bit, get a little bit farther away from the bastion so we can find another one. Oh, this is definitely not a... I don't know what the treasure... which one the treasure bastion is, but I don't think this is it. Unfortunately. Because we didn't find anything in any of these chests previously. Which would mean that... pretty sure this is just nothing. But there's wither leggings and stuff. Which is, I guess, kind of cool, whatever. We'll probably just have to keep on going and checking out other stuff. Because otherwise it's going to take 90,000 years, but... Next bastion we go, I guess, because these structures probably aren't going to have it. Whatever. What kind of a bastion are you? The real question. What are you? Nothing? Okay. You're invisible. You're attacking me as well, which is probably not the best idea. We got you, and we've got nothing in here either, which means that this is probably not the kind of bastion that we're looking for specifically, but whatever. I don't remember exactly which bastion is which, because I haven't done any speedrunning in a long time. And I didn't really do any speedrunning for once bastions were added, but maybe this is it? I don't even know. Okay. It was it. Because the cursed eye is right here, and I just sorted my inventory, which means that I have to resort my inventory, which is great. But at least we have 4 out of the eyes that we need, which is great, because honestly, that's more than one would expect. But now we need 2 more, and I think we have everything for the exotic eye. Although I don't know if we have enough for the other eyes. Okay, just teleported on back home, and now we get everything out for you. We'll craft the exotic eye first, and then we'll craft the witch's eye, and that is everything that we need in order to go down to the end. So, let's go and get all them put down. We'll warp on over here and plop in you guys. Now, hopefully this works. If it doesn't, then we did actually just need Eyes of Ender. And thankfully it did work. So now we are going to go fight the Ender Dragon. And then we should be able to take on Cisco. And let us see. The whole journey. Now, when we come over here, what we should probably do... Warglaive. I don't have a bow. Which might have been a good idea to get. But we should be fine. Whatever. It's not too big of a deal. It's not too big of a worry. So we're just gonna do this the good old-fashioned way. And the good old-fashioned way is just gonna be breaking all the crystals. Actually, I probably don't need to worry about the crystals, to be honest. Also, Fallen Stars, I don't think drops. But whatever, Ender Dragon, really cool looking, really freaky looking. We're gonna just, you know, we're just gonna attack you. And we do, like, no damage. So I guess what we'll have to do is probably just go back and make ourselves a good bow. Okay, I think we're ready with this bow, because this bow has, you know, a good healthy amount of power, a bit of extra damage, you know, not anything too crazy. We're just gonna see how much damage it will do to the beautiful Ender Dragon, and I don't even know what it will actually do, so we're gonna see. Can I actually hit the Ender Dragon, though? It does pretty much nothing, which is a bummer. And one thing... oh, it actually does quite a bit of damage, considering the Ender Dragon's health. Okay, that's not bad at all. One thing I do gotta make sure that I do is, because we are in the air, I gotta make sure that I stop flying before I shoot, because otherwise the arrows are gonna be terribly inaccurate. And the reason for that is because arrow inaccuracy is weird in Minecraft, especially when you're flying, but it's fine. Am I shooting too high? Am I shooting too straight? Oh. This bow shoots straight. It's not your typical Minecraft bow. This bow shoots deadly accurate. Okay. If I can get it in there. There we go. Perfection. And now what we gotta do is, I guess we should probably make sure that we get ourselves some Dragon's Breath, because we are gonna need some of that. Gotta whip out our bottles, and... okay, that's fine. Come on. Breathe some Dragon's Breath for me, please. I just need it. I don't really need all these Endermen to be passing away for me. It's really annoying, actually, but... whatever, it's not like I can control their actions. I can only control my own. What the heck are you? Enderium Boots of Bad Luck. Okay, cool. Interesting. Whatever. We're gonna go you. I guess I gotta kill you too. Whatever. Okay. Why is there no... oh, there was some. Perfect. Okay, great. We got what we needed there. Now, is 7 going to be enough? I don't think so, which is why I think we're gonna have to collect a little bit more before I do much else. 21 might be enough. I think I'll wait for one more, though, which is perfect. Okay, you know what? 35 should definitely be good. Now it's time. We're gonna eliminate her. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. This does not do very much damage. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it's just a little crazy. That helped. Okay, what all is over here? We got a Brandlethorn, we got some Dragon Scales, we got an Amnesia Scroll, Enderpearl Fragments, which will go over here, of course. Ender Dragon Treasure Bag. I don't even know what we got for the Ender Dragon Treasure Bag, but... oh, we got some End Crystals, some Dragon's Breath. Enderium Shard Locator? Interesting. The dude is yapping to me right now. You cannot resist exploring the unknown. You're definitely right about that, good sir. I appreciate you knowing that about me. Now, what were we... oh yeah, we were getting Radiant Rubies so we could directly upgrade our armor to be the Cisco's armor. I believe. Or were we going for one of the Ascended types of chest plates? I don't remember exactly. But we definitely need it for the Awakened Equilibrium. So we gotta get ourselves True Dragon's Breath, which is Dragon Skin, which is dropped from the Ender Dragon. Now, I don't think we got any of that, unfortunately, unless it dropped somewhere else. So we might have to resummon. But hopefully it won't be too bad, because all we gotta do is just fight the Ender Dragon a couple more times. And that's the hope, at least. Now, you never really know, I guess, but, you know, we're just gonna pretend that it's gonna be really nice and easy and simple and not anything difficult. So that's what I would prefer. So we just gotta plop you guys down. Okay, get on my way, you stupid men. There we go. Perfection. Get you guys, and now we find another Ender Dragon. I don't think it's gonna be difficult, so I'm probably not even gonna show it. Yeah, so apparently what you can do is you can, in like 5 hits, if you just shoot yep, it's not actually difficult whatsoever. So we did that again. Is there anything on the ground? There is more stuff on the ground, of course. All this other stuff. There's, of course, a couple doohickey doo-dahs. We got a Heart of the Abyss as well. Anyway, for your time, sacrifice necessary to acquire this item is immense. It is alive, watching, never before. Okay, how do I utilize you? What do I use you for? The Arrogance of Chaos. Okay, flight. Iron Golems, Enderman will not spawn in your proximity. Damage against players and bosses, knockback, can bear most sword enchantments. Each attack inflicts horrific debuffs. 85% chance that otherwise lethal damage won't kill you. Sacrifice necessary. Okay, cool. I guess we'll open up you, and let's see what we get. Cool, we got more end crystals, more other stuff too, which is not too terrible. It's just kind of weird. We got an ender pouch as well, which is a little meh. What do we get from you, though? Oh, it's just like it's just an ender chest pouch. Okay, cool, whatever. We kind of got what we needed, so I don't really need to worry too much about that anymore. And I guess we could go outer end, or we could decide what else we wanted to do. It looks like there was scales that dropped from that previous one as well. So, what was it? True Dragon's Breath. We just need Blaze Powder, which honestly I think we've got, you know, a healthy amount of Blaze Powder now. You know, a good healthy couple of Blaze Powder. So let's go make ourselves our Awakened Equilibrium. There we go. So now all we gotta do is we make ourselves our beautiful True Dragon's Breath, then we combine them with our Divine Rubies, Nether Stars, Glacial Cores, Thunder Cores, Light Cores, Dark Cores, Ember Cores, Wind Cores. Then we get Radiant Rubies. And now what we can do is we can combine you with you. And unfortunately, it does look like it will reset most of the things that I have on here, which is a little bit of a bummer. So I guess we'll take them all off real quick. Okay, well, apparently I can't quite do that. But what we can do is we can just combine them like that, and we have all the gems that we need to do everything else with it that we would, so it's not too big of a deal. But what we are going to do is we're going to sacrifice a couple of these pieces of equipment in order to get a couple more God-Forged Pearls that we will then utilize for upgrading you after we get a couple more. We just need to make sure that we mostly are worried about the amount of sockets. We want 6 sockets, ideally. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get that on our first try. Anyone with 6 sockets? Nope, so we're going to have to re-roll it. And none of them have 6 sockets either, which is annoying. This is going to take a little bit. Okay, over the last, like, 3 hours, 4 hours, I've been working on this sword. Now, it's a little interesting because, as you can see, it just says plus 20% damage a lot. And that's because I added poison to it, and it seems to have broke it a little bit. So let me see if I can fit the GUI to make it actually visible. Okay, this is the smallest GUI you can make it, and currently it has, you know, a bunch of extra damage stuff. I don't know how much damage it does exactly, because the 62.8 damage is before all of the 20% add-on, and I don't know if the add-on cumulatively or like how they add on. So we're gonna have to find out. But first off, we gotta get our GUI scale back to something you guys can actually see. Of course, we've got our divine rubies and other stuff, but our first thing is going to be challenging Cisco before we challenge the Fell King. And of course, we had previously our little place that we tried to challenge him in. I don't remember if I tore that down or not, but it was just a little, yep, right over here. And we're just gonna see if we can do that again. Except for we're gonna see if we can actually take Cisco out. And even while Cisco is a rare Cisco variant, we are seemingly able to take him out, due in part to the fact that okay, we can't hit him anymore. I don't know what happened, but this is a little confusing to me. There we go. We can hit him again. And we've got him. We got him on the ropes, and we defeated Cisco, which, as you can see, is super difficult fight. And the main reason why that happened the way it did is because we may have not cheated exactly, but we may have done some things within the skills, because we have all of these skills, right? And we have all of these potions, and we have all of the additional harmful potion effects, plus being able to have a potion on our weapon, that it seems as though we just do as much damage as we possibly can, which is kind of hilarious. But now it does come down to deciding and finding out if we can defeat the Fell King. Now, I don't know exactly if this is going to work or not, but if it does, that's kind of hilarious, because we kind of have cheesed our way to this point. But in addition to that, we also have a bunch of other stuff to claim and worry about. We can claim another thing of that. More champion coins. Oh no, champion coins. They're so useful and good for us right now. Cisco's Fate, Cisco's Trial, Perfect Gems. We already have as many Perfect Gems as we would ever need. It's not really too big of a deal. But now we need to defeat the Fell King, which is... we need to get the Podium of Purgatory, which means I need Amethyst, Nocturnal Amethyst, because I don't think I can just summon him like this. Yeah, no. We need that pedestal first. Okay, well, we're loading back in, and it's been like a week, because, you know, in usual this mod pack fashion, as it would seem, we needed a lot of things, and that things being netherite, and so now we got all the things because we needed 4 dark steel blocks, which is not 36 dark steel, which each dark steel needs a netherite ingot. So of course I went mining in the nether for netherite, and we barely got enough, and it took way too long. But now we're here. And now we're just gonna go over here. Now, come on now. We put down the pedestal, and then we click on that, and we get the Fell King in here, and then we try and take him out. And we should be able to just go straight through and take him out. And that's the Fell King boss done. And that's how you get the Tablets of Ascension, which is what you need in order to make... Okay, there's boss music going on, but he's already been dead for a bit. But you need this to make the Ascended helmets and stuff, like the best tier of armor from this mod pack, as well as the Absolute Equilibrium, which is the best sword in the entire mod pack. And for that, what we're going to need is we're going to need a Dark Core, of course. We need to actually get a Nightfall sword. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for this music to fade. Well, apparently relogging was the thing to do the trick there. And what I'm thinking we do, because we need a lot more of these Tablets of Ascension, because I think we need 2 per piece of armor, and then we need Arcane Bright Steel, which honestly isn't too expensive, is we're going to buy a bunch more champion coins, and we're actually going to fight a whole bunch more of the Fell King boss, because I specifically just want to be able to get all of the armor and stuff without having to worry too much about it, and we also need some for the sword and stuff. And I don't know exactly if there's anything else that we really want to go for. There's the Talisman of Betrayal to challenge Descended Cisco. But I don't know exactly if that's something that we need or want to do right now. Maybe we save that for day 500. But we defeated the Fell King. We get 2 of the tablets right now, which honestly is not very much in general whatsoever, especially since we need a bunch for each one. But the Cisco's Fate, we need Refined Equilibrium, which is that combined with that. Okay, then we get the Fell King. Fallen Hero, Divine Armor. We need the Cisco's Chestplate again as well, of course. Divine Equipment. We gotta make all the divine equipment, which might take to 1,000. Path of Betrayal. Okay, cool. Threads of... We get Fell Fragments and Nocturnal Amethyst. I think we have that. Okay. We go over and we get our... Where did I put it? Oh yeah, there we go. Fell Fragments. We get 2 of you guys. That's that completed. And then I've got the Nocturnal stuff in here, I believe was where I put it. Yeah, I did. And that's going to complete that quest. And we get, oh wow, 2 champion loot bags. That's so many, even though we get 5 for the chests that we open. Anyway, now what we can do is in the Cisco's wares, we are going to purchase a singular Talisman of Betrayal. And what we're going to do is we are going to, at day 500, challenge the Descended Cisco. But for that, we're going to need to prepare a little bit, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And I think the best way for me to do that is to just work on getting the best armor that you can possibly have in this mod pack before defeating him, as well as the best accessories, which means we have to go and do some of the meteor fights, which isn't going to be too difficult. But first, let's go get all of our talismans of Ascension, or whatever the Talisman of Ascension. Tablet of Ascension. Yeah, exactly. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, day 469, of course, nice. We're going to actually fight ourselves the couple of bosses that we need in order to get a couple pieces of equipment. So what we're trying to get is, I believe, the Bone Raker and the Spectre's Grasp to increase our reach distance and increase our damage. And an additional thing that we should look for is what arcane scrolls we want to use, and then we also need to upgrade the Heart of the Golem, as well as find out something to go on our body. So I probably should figure that out first, but we're going to fight 2 Swampjaws, 2 Bellringers, 2 Dame Fortunas, and 2 Rosalind Blade of Dusks. And the reason why is because I want to be able to take these guys out. And the Swampjaw, where are you? There you are. Easy dub, and now what we gotta do is we just come down here, and we summon another one, and nice and easy, quick little fight going on. Of course, not very much of a fight, because of course our sword currently does like infinite damage, but overall, I mean, for a fight that should normally be challenging, or not even challenging, because I remember the original time when I did this mod pack, it was actually quite difficult. That was because I didn't really understand how the mod pack worked. But now we do, and now we're able to kind of cheese the system a little bit through the equipment we have. But for the most part, what I am going to make sure that we get done... Wait, how do I... I can't hit you. Oh, do I have to hit them when they open up? That's probably it. That makes sense. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do a thing? Oh, okay, that's cool. You know, relatively nice. We get some flowers for that too. We get Violet Bloom, we get the Fortune's Favor, Mossy Tooth, Phantoplasm. I think there's one other thing that we need though. Nope, I lied. I guess we'll just do another quick one of the fights because there's no reason not to. And then we will just worry about everything else. Now, which one of you guys is going to open up first? It was you. I was right. Now you open up, and now you're going to come out of the box, and then you're going to immediately combust. Perfect. We do get some enchantments, but most of these enchantments are going to be pretty much garbagios, so we're going to throw them away for the most part, as I don't really want to have to worry about them. And now all we have to do is we need Mossy Tooth, and we need a Phantoplasm, and at meat, I believe there is the Caged Heart, which goes on your body that we want as well, which is another Mossy Tooth, which is not too bad. Then we just need bones, iron, and some gold, which thankfully we have plenty of in our inventory. So we, of course, are going to get the Bone Raker, the Spectre's Grasp, and the Caged Heart. Now, I don't know if we can actually put affixes on these. We can. That could go a little bit crazy if we decided to worry about rolling them. But for now, I don't think we will. What I do think we will do is look at the arcane scrolls that we can utilize, and then look at upgrading the Heart of the Golem, which I believe is the Ethereum core, which means we need to actually smelt up the Ethereum we have. Thankfully, we don't have very much Ethereum at all. Yeah, not very much whatsoever. Definitely no Ethereum. Yeah, Okay, what else did we need for this guy? We needed Ender Rods, which is 2 Blaze Rods, 2 Astral Dust, and an Ender Pearl. Okay. And now all we gotta do is worry about making the full Ethereum set of armor. And then we get our Heart of the Golem off of there, and we just need a couple more Ethereum smelted up. So we're getting quite close. What I think I will do is we'll just do it this way, because it might be a little quicker. Just a tad quicker to do it this way. But whatever, it's not too big of a deal. We've got the boots, and now all we gotta do is get the helmet, and then we've got ourselves the Ethereum core, which gives us essentially all of the buffs of the Heart of the Golem, except for even more, and makes our armor invisible, and makes us do more damage, and gives us immunity to a couple different types of damage, which is pretty dope. So overall, I'm really happy about that. Now we get the Ethereum helmet, and then we will get ourselves the Ethereum core. Can we affix? Oh my lord. Okay, so we can affix that as well, and there's arcane scrolls. So arcane scroll. What are the different options? So Grace of the Creator. Okay, it consumes ability to fly within the range of a beacon, consuming when you die. So this is when you die. Can store a limitless amount of experience. Or the Darkest Scroll, which is just blank scrolls. But honestly, I think since we can affix them... Oh wait, no, there's more scrolls. Wait, what? Okay, so Scroll Thunder Embrace. Sweep attack deals 100% damage. Deal more damage to armored targets after being hit. That's pretty dope. Okay, we just need Will of the Ocean for that. I don't know if we have that. And then +1 fortune level. That one's kind of mid. Scroll of 1,000 curses. Okay. Phantoms will spawn less in your proximity, and you get extra stuff when in the dark. Okay, that's not bad at all. We just need Twisted Heart and a couple other stuff as well. But overall, I think that after that, we're going to be ready to fight the Descended Cisco, I think. Which, honestly, is kind of crazy. Okay, well, it is now day 500, and we are actually going to finally take out the Descended Cisco. Now, this mod pack is probably going to last a little bit longer. We're probably going to play a bit more, because I do want to complete everything that the mod pack has to offer. But we have made ourselves a full set of the Descended armor, whatever, because it's not actually that difficult to make. We also made the Ascended Equilibrium, Absolute Equilibrium. So now we're going to see if we can take out Descended Cisco. Let's see. Drained by a corrupted enchantment. Okay, well, that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
We fall so that we may learn
Yep.
how to pick ourselves
GG's.
back up.
Peace. Have a great day. Next time we're gonna maybe try that again.